there's a rumor Switch 2. There's a rumor PS5, with a disc. And now people are starting to say, well, Xbox do a revision. What are your thoughts on these consoles? Lou, let's start with you.
Oh, start with me. Oh man.
Potential Switch 2 or Switch Pro, potential PlayStation Pro or PlayStation with
No,
the
with
with the
with
what is it, the
with
portable disc? Or
with the PS5 Pro, I have no doubt because they already got that name patent. I don't know if you remember. I think it was 2021 or 2022. News came out saying, "Oh, they
can't
patent that
wait.
name."
You,
What?
so you work for Sony too? Damn,
No,
man.
no, no. It was all over
You
the
got
news. It was
patents and everything.
no, no.
Lou
It was
has
all over.
Lou has so many leaks and inside information today. It's
No,
nonstop.
no, literally, if you looked at it on Google, you can find it. It says PS5 patent PS5 Pro. They did. So
Who
I
pays
don't.
you more, Sony or Microsoft?
Um, that's
I
something
hope.
I'll keep.
Nintendo.
That's something I'll keep my mouth shut about it. But I'm gonna say something. If PS5 panned that name, I can imagine that Xbox probably has a Plan B, Plan C, especially on the console side of things. And Nintendo, of course. I mean, it came out when 2017, so Nintendo needs to upgrade pretty soon, sooner or later. They have to. I mean, their technology is a little bit behind. It still works, of course. It's selling like mad crazy, yes, but hey, they need to upgrade a little bit. They need to make it a little bit more powerful, so developers can be a bit more happier, to develop there. Because I have read news that developers have been a bit mad about it. But yeah, um, those
Yeah,
rumors are actually, I'll be honest with you, it's gonna happen sooner or later. We're gonna hear about it. When, I don't know, but we will. We probably won't see a PS5 Pro. We probably won't. We probably won't see a PS5 Slim, which a news broke out. I think it was yesterday. Oh, working on PS5. We probably will, probably will not, because we've seen PS5, PS Slim since PS1. I think. Could I be wrong? Or
I
PS2s?
think we are gonna see next the
Yeah,
PlayStation 5 Slim
yeah,
rumor.
yeah, yeah. Probably so, or probably the Pro, because hey, why not? Upgrades are always good if it's in a good price, and if you want to get it, go
I,
get it. You
I
know.
don't think the Pro, but anyway, real quick, if you want to know the answer, let's go with Plume because Plume he already has the Switch 2 in his house.
Oh, my God! Already got someone's got the Switch 2 in his house.
We won't even be talking about a PS5 Pro after you've touched the Switch 2. I'm telling you.
He's playing with it right now. Look. So
Yeah.
Plume, what do you think about all this?
The I hope a PlayStation 5 Slim comes out. I don't even care about the PS5 Pro because I don't even use my PlayStation 5 enough to care to like invest another. They'll probably price it at like 800 Canadian dollars.
Damn.
But if they have a PS5 Slim for like $400 and I could sell that big ugly ass gargantuan console and get the Slim version, I will be very happy.
Yeah,
I hope
you know
that
what's sad if the rumors are true, because the slim version supposedly is coming with like with a disc like that you can kind of like take out.
yeah.
But it's you can't use it on the PS5 digital, which kind of
Huh.
it sucks because it's like
That would be terrible.
let's say if you were to get it, for example, you could if you only play digital and you wanted to make some money back, you could sell it to someone that has the digital that wanted
Yeah.
this, and you get some money back. But I don't know, Sony being Sony, I guess. But how about like a pro version for PlayStation or maybe Xbox? Do you see that, Plume?
Um, it's hard. I think if one does it, the other one will have to counter. Like I think
Yeah,
if PlayStation comes out with a more powerful console than the Series X, I think it kind of forces Xbox's hand to put something out there, because then they literally lose their entire marketing of being the most powerful console. And then I don't know. I just feel like if PS5 does it, they'll have to. It just seems really weird this generation for a mid-gen refresh to come out when we don't like. I don't know about you guys, but I don't feel like these consoles have really given us that next generation experience yet. It's essentially been a small upgrade from the Xbox One X and the PS4 Pro in terms of the gaming. There's obviously 60 FPS, but like nothing has just completely blown this generation away. So it just feels weird to put out a more powerful console at this point. It just is, I don't know.
Yeah,
I think
I
there's still a lot
agree.
to go.
I agree. I don't think right now there would be like a pro version of any of them. It doesn't make sense. Like, there were chip shortages. We just
Yeah.
got to get the consoles again. And also, like you said, like we haven't seen the full potential of either of these consoles.
Nope.
I feel like a lot of these developers, they just been trying to get the games as fast as they can because they got to make the money back, and that's why you see a lot of these games coming with issues. A lot of these issues are more like, basically, developers needing more time to actually finish the game fully, and as developers get more comfortable with this new hardware that is significantly, you know, more powerful than the previous generation, and you also have like new tools and all that. I think they're gonna get better. Unfortunately, who knows if even when this generation is over, if they're gonna be able to max the potential of these hardware. But I think it doesn't make sense right now. Also, we just saw the console price go up. So why would you then release a more expensive console? To me, it doesn't
Yeah.
make sense.
It's like almost the in certain parts of the world, it'll be pricing a lot of people out if they put out a pro console. Like it'll be more expensive than obviously what's out there now. It's like $500 for a Series X, or $650 now in Canada for a Series X
Yeah.
and a PS5.
I think we'll probably see it in 2025, close to that. That's probably the year if they're going to do something, that's probably going to be the year for it. That's what I think, because since they were talking about 2028 will be the time where they switch, they
Yeah.
switch to a new generation. Probably they will do the same thing with how they did with this with the Xbox One X and the PS4 Pro. I think PS4 Pro was in 2016, then we got the Xbox One X in 2017, I think it was,
My,
and then generation came in and switched. So it could probably be by then.
my thing is if it's like if they have to push it 2025, 2026. And unless they're gonna push, they're gonna prolong more the generation. What would be the point then? Why not just, you know, release the new gen console and just
Because
wait it out? Because you're gonna lose money on the new hardware, and then at the end of the day, most people don't actually get you know, they get it later on. Like it's mostly like the hardcore consumer that go right away and purchase
no.
every time there's a more powerful console or more powerful device.
Yeah, but like I said though, I mean, if they do it, just saying it would be 2025, 26. It won't affect the new generation. It will affect the next gen because we're still in this gen. It was going to be a console for this gen. Of course, it probably give us more power. We probably see games playing in
Yeah.
40K. Stuff
The
like that.
the
Yeah,
last thing, the other thing too, why I think it doesn't make sense, especially for Microsoft, is because they're using the Series X for cloud, and we know for a fact they even have said it that that's why we have been unable to find the Series X so easy because they're using a lot of them for their servers. So what are you gonna do if you do like a pro version? You're gonna remove those Series X and then update them to Pro, or then you're gonna like it. To me, it doesn't make sense. I think they should just finish the generation and make sure that their developers and the third party developers learn to use these tools so that at least by the end of this generation they're familiar, and then when you go to the next generation you use a similar
Bec-
developing structure
because
than what you have.
here's the thing though, and people seem to forget when you look at the specs on these consoles, right? You look at the PS5, you look at the Series X, right? When you look at these consoles, they literally tell you they should run at 4K native 60 FPS. And
That's
look
what they
at
tell you, but
that's what they tell you, yeah. But look at the games we're actually getting delivered. We're getting games that probably native 4K at 30 FPS. But if you go to 1080p and 60 FPS, native, it runs perfectly fine. And it's still, it's like you said, it's going to take them a while. It's going to for these developers to sit down because the technology, as Puma said, is expensive, and man, it's going to take them a long time. But if they do release something mid-gen, it's going to be because PlayStation actually released something. That's got to be because again, they have to counter because they say if PS5 Pro comes out and is a lot more powerful than the Series X, of course, Xbox has got to come out with something else, to counter it. They're going to have to. They're going to have to
Yeah.
because they got to
Well,
compete.